Hello everyone. Welcome to another crispy chicken run. Turn down some of that music so that we can hear ourselves better. Okay, now what we're going to do, it's time to turn into a chicken and run to the North Downs solo. But look at all these people. Welcome to another crispy chicken run. Hang on, hang on. Turn down some of that music so that we can hear ourselves better. Okay, now what we're going to do. Okay, so I always forget to turn the sound off, so I have to open up Twitch on my other monitor. Okay, so I'm just gonna watch all these people running around. Oh, give me a minute before I start this run. Look at all these people. We're in the middle of an egg scramble event. That's fine. Scramble your eggs, people. Whatever. Oh, I think we're all done now. I think we should maybe start running. Run away, run away. Let's do our chicken run. I wonder if that doesn't work for me. Oh well. It would be so nice if I could just take a shortcut to get to buy water for this run, but oh well. Okay. So, on the other computer, I'll have to make the volume muted. Oh, excuse me. There we go. So now I can open that up on the other server. So, on the other. I'm trying to do too many things at once here. Gotta keep one eyeball on the chicken that is running and even do some foul fleetness. We should try and do that fast-ish. And, on the off chance someone drops into the chat, I really ought to have my Twitch open so I can see the chat, just in case. Not that I expect a bunch of people to be watching. I basically do this so I can grab the videos and put them on YouTube later, so there's a record of how to do this chicken run, or just that the run can be done solo and how easy it is to do solo. And this one should be pretty easy to do solo. I'll see how fast we can get through it. So we're only 3 minutes in at this point. We probably wasted a minute or so at the start trying to get ourselves organized there. That's okay. So, if you've never done a chicken run, you should watch the video on how to get ready for the chicken run that gives you the how to do the 3 introductory quests that must be done before you can join the flock on Monday night for a Monday night Flying the Coop chicken run. So, the Flying the Coop chicken runs, there's a whole series of 6 quests flying the coop, and they're the 3 intro quests that you do before you can do the 6 bigger ones. There's one that's called Flying the Coop, that's one of the intro quests, right? So, the first quest, you're just doing a little puzzle where you put eggs in nests. If you watch the video, it shows you what order. They have to be done in a specific order, and the video gives you a quick cheat sheet how to do that. And or look in the wiki. The wiki gives you the cheat sheet too, so you know exactly what order to do it in. Oh, look. Let's go greet people at the festival on our way through. If there's anyone here. Now, there may not be because it's late enough here, and you know what? This is not the busy server that I usually play on. So, there are very few people. Oh, I got a slap. Oh, ow, ow. That hurt my little poultry feelings. I'm going to run away now. That was just so mean. Oh. Okay. So we'll just keep running, run away from that mean lady in Bywater. And off we go. So we're going to run to the North Downs, see how quick we can do it. It's an easy enough quest to do. We're just going to run right through to the Greenway. I suppose if we wanted to be ambitious, we could try to cut cross country. But if you're doing it solo, you don't really want to cut cross country because there's mobs off the road, and some of them are roaming around, and you're dodging mobs and stuff. You don't want to be doing that. Might be fun on a solo run. I mean, given the way the map is, it might cut off a little bit of time, but I don't think it would cut off much time really, especially if you're popping your foul fleetness. So one thing we can compare is if you look at the videos and note the start time to the run and when the run ends, you can see if we're using foul fleetness, and I'm trying to, and I very often forget to, keep it on cooldown. So, but using foul fleetness should make the run a little bit quicker. And the North Downs Flying the Coop Chicken Run is not a difficult run to do solo. So this is just an example of how to do it solo so that you stay alive and survive and make it to the end where you need to get to. And yeah, so we'll just run through the Shire, get to Bree. I can't see my name over my head. I like it when I can see the name over my head. Let's change that so I can see my name. My character's name. Okay. Now there's Crispy Chicken. It's such a great name. Crispy likes to show off his name because he thinks it's so darn clever. There we go. And feel free to join the Monday night Flying the Coop chicken runs on Gladden. You can roll a tune. You can use that tune for, Slayer Saturday events, if that like the one that happened last Saturday here in Gladden in Lewin. There may be another Slayer Saturday coming up that will do like the Shire or Swanfleet or something. So it's handy to have little hunters on various servers that you can use for grinding LOTRO points now and then. So especially if you're free to play or whatever. So I like collecting LOTRO points even though I'm like VIP. But I figure I don't mind paying for the VIP because I really enjoy this game, and this is where I spend all my entertainment dollars. So I'm not out going to films and whatnot. This is my thing. And off we go off the Brandywine, across the Brandywine Bridge. And we'll see. Will we meet any people on the road? Now, normally Crispy lives on Gladden's server. Today we're on a server where he has not completed the Flying the Coop chicken run. So I'm just going to do this the one time on this server where Crispy has to complete the actual quest. We're on Evernight right now, and I think we're in the wrong time zone, kind of, compared to where I think most of the players on this server, I think there's more of them perhaps in Europe, and that means our population at the moment might be lower than say on Gladden server or one of the North American ones. So see how it goes. So I might not see a lot of people, but this run doesn't need to take us through Bree anyway, so we might not see anybody on this whole run. But we do want to. Oh, come on! Trying to remember to hit the foul fleetness more often. Sheesh. Anyway, off we go. Run, 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 chicken. We'll see how long it takes us to get to the North Downs. So you can plan your chicken runs accordingly if you're going to try and do this solo. Now, it's I think when we do our Monday night chicken run um, tomorrow, which is um, Labor Day in Canada, tomorrow is September 4th, and there will be the Monday night chicken run on Gladden at 8 p.m. Now, the last 2 weeks in a row, we had 10 chickens in the flock for the last two chicken runs in a row. I think that the run that we will do tomorrow night will be the Brie run. I think that's the one we're going to want to do. And it might take a little bit longer than this run. And the Brie run is one that I don't know if you noticed that when I started streaming, the Brie run I have not completed solo on for this series. So I've got a whole series. I'm posting a video doing one of each of the Flying the Coop quests solo or almost solo, like the Lone Lands one I did recently, um, just to show that you can do it without escorts. Now, when I did the Lone Lands almost solo, what happened was I ran through Bree and I did my usual greeting people like this, jumping and flapping, and I accidentally picked up an escort. It was lovely, and she followed me all the way to see Radagast in Oscaruth. So it was a lovely serendipitous adventure, and very clever lady who learned how to communicate with a chicken. Ooh, people, people. Oh, he's AFK. Oh, what good are you, Bone Crusher? Darn. Oh, he's not AFK. Hey, nice to meet you. Happy questing. Bye bye. That was fun. I like just greeting people on the road. So, yeah, this person who decided to become an impromptu escort used C Pet rename to communicate with Crispy. She changed her pet name, so it's slash C Pet rename and then whatever, and changed the name to Hi Crispy. So that was her way of saying hello, but I already got that we were buddies because she was following me all the way to Oscaruth. It was fun. So last Monday we did, which run did we do last week? Think about that. Which one of them wasn't? I have to look that up and see. I get so distracted. There we go. And keep myself on the road more or less. Was it troll shots we did last? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think it was Troll Shaw's was the chicken run that we did last Monday, and we had 10 chickens for that. So, um, tomorrow, I think we will try the Brie chicken run. Takes a little bit longer. Some of these chicken runs that we're doing here, oh, come on, hit your foul fleetness. Let's get the show on the road. Um, so some of these runs are a half an hour-ish. So they're pretty quick to do, not a lot of commitment of time. And North Downs is, I think, similar to Lone Lands time-wise. Similar distance, similar time that you're going to take to finish it. And the Brie run is maybe double that because you have to cover more ground. You have to go north of Brie and south of Brie, and in order to meet the multiple objectives. So the Brie run's different. Instead of just going to one place to talk to one um, person or creature, you're going to like 5 different places to see 5 different creatures or whatever. I think they're all animals for the Brie run. So that one takes more time to do. It is more ground to cover, and some of it's kind of remote. You're going up to Nenharn, um, which is and then oh, swimming bear. Look at the bear swimming. Cool. Anyway, squirrel. I get so distracted. Not good at multitasking, but that's okay. The thing is, will I survive? Will I get there in one piece? That is the question. Uh-oh. Hit the wrong button. I end up going the wrong way. Okay, here we are. Back on the path. Running past Thornley's workplace. Oh, look at the moon. Oh, I can't see the moon. I get the grass and the moon. Too much grass if I try and see the moon. So yeah, so we've got flying the coop. Now it's time to put that on cooldown again. Just trying to remember when I do the jump and run thing. I hit the button again for spell fleetness. So keeping it on cooldown so that it's ready to go as soon as the cooldown ends. It's all good. And yeah, so tomorrow, Monday night, chicken run, 8 p.m. We're going to do the brie run. And then in a couple of weeks, we can do the big chicken run on Gladden. And that big chicken run is not going to be a Monday night because it takes almost 6 hours. We can do it in less than 6 hours. So I'm going to be recruiting chickens and escorts to help us do the free range chicken run on Gladden on September the 23rd and we'll start at 2 p.m. in the afternoon on Saturday afternoon, September 23rd, 2 p.m., Sanson's Farm on Gladden. And yeah, we will do the free range chicken run, the same run that I did on Landreval recently. And yeah, so there's a great bunch of people on Landreval who do chicken runs and have some expertise in chicken runs. And I joined the flock over there and streamed it too. Sadly, when I streamed on the Land Revolt, the Discord wasn't getting picked up on my Twitch stream. Now, when I'm using Discord for my own, using the Lore Seekers Discord, that does get picked up on Twitch. So when I'm doing my own chicken runs that I'm hosting, the Discord gets picked up and we can hear everybody talking, which makes it much more entertaining than just listening to me chatter to myself. So here we go, run, and hit the cooldown thingy again. So get ahead for Trestlebridge. Oh, look out for mobs and whatnot. My mini map is okay. Good way to keep track of where the mobs are. And away we go up the hill. So yeah, the free range chicken run. Oh my goodness, that was quite the marathon. But what made it so much easier is that we had lovely escorts, and I so appreciate people who play escorts. And one day, Crispy will be able to be an escort. Right now, I do have a level cap tune who can act as an escort for chicken runs. So if I want to organize a chicken run where it's not, instead of Crispy running, it's Frayed and guarding, that's something that we can do in the future. So, oh my God, there's a bear! Oh jeez. That bear was chasing me and I didn't even know. But it sounded like the bear got killed. Did somebody kill the bear? Maybe. Maybe there was another player behind me that killed the bear. That's what it sounded like. Or he took a swipe at me. But hitting this possum impersonation will make the bear run away and leave me alone. So, so I guess I wasn't paying such close attention to the red dots on my mini map, was I? Oh well. And it is kind of later in the evening here, so maybe I'm not on top of my game, which can make for an adventurous chicken run. At the very least, you want to have some adventures on your chicken run. Don't want it to be too boring. So yeah, Crispy survived getting to Trestlebridge, and now we shall continue to the other side of the Trestlebridge where the mobs are even scarier. So we will perhaps pay more attention to what's on the road. So yeah, we did free-range chicken run. It took less than 6 hours using the route that um, I shared in the YouTube description. So I don't think it's posted. I think it hits at midnight tonight. I think it becomes public. So it took like 8 hours to process the video up to high definition quality. So it can take a while to get the Twitch video that I download uploaded to YouTube. I think there's probably another way to do it where you load it directly from Twitch to YouTube. But at least the way I do it, I have my own copy in case something horrible happens to the YouTube. I still have copies of the video that I can use if I need to upload it somewhere else in the future. So just like for the basic chicken runs, it's good to have that set aside. But if we do regular Monday night chicken runs going forward, I'll just record them just because they're fun and you hear the banter and enjoy the company. It's all about the friends you make along the way, right? So we have some regulars that come to the Monday night chicken runs that are lots of fun. And yeah, so away we go. Here we are in the lovely North Downs. Is it? Oh, yes, 4 dawn. So it'll brighten up. We started, it was late. Okay, so we shall continue. And so with the free range chicken run, if we don't recruit a bunch of escorts, then we can still manage the run if I can convince a couple of people to just show up to help us through the really scary bits, right? Because there's some parts of the route that are more dangerous than others. Particularly dangerous are Annuminus and the Bitter Stare in the Misty Mountains north of Gloin's Camp. So so it's really helpful to have that. And what I did was I went through the video and checked the timing on the video of how long into the run are you when you hit Annuminus and the Bitter Stare. And the answer to that question is about a half an hour for Annuminus. So if we have at least one escort with us, they might be able to grab some extra people to help out with the scary bits, with the Bitter Stare or um, Annuminus, or what. And I think those are the two particularly scary bits where it's hard, where it's almost impossible to just evade the mobs by running around and dodging them. So yeah, so what I will try and do is scare up enough escorts to help us through the free range chicken run on Gladden, even if they're just there for the scary bits. If we can have at least one escort to get us through the whole thing, that would be great, and that would be very good. But one thing that we were able to do when Landreval does this chicken run, they have a leader for the chickens, and then they have sort of outriders around. They have the one out front clearing the path. They have wings on either side, and they have one guy in the back known as the tail feather. And he was very helpful because at one point people like lagged right out, and we had to wait for them to log back in again and reappear. And if we didn't have a tail feather, it might have been harder to notice that we'd lost chickens along the way. So yeah. So yes, a chicken run. We'll see how much support we have for it. If we get some escorts, great. If we don't get many escorts, we can try to recruit people to help out just for the scary bits. If we can get people to do that. We have 8 hours to finish the run. It shouldn't take that long though. So we shall do what we can, get through that chicken run. And, I stream all these chicken runs on Twitch, so it's kind of entertaining um, to be able to chat with people on the Discord and stream it on Twitch at the same time. Sometimes I'll pay enough attention to the chat on Twitch. Sometimes I actually get people show up in the chat on Twitch. I mean, Crispy's brand new at all this, so it's not like he has some huge audience or anything. So it's always a surprise to me when people pop into the Twitch chat. But it's very cool. I appreciate having the odd viewer now and then. And it's all good. Sometimes we get some very helpful information that way. So, and sometimes it's the people that I've done the chicken runs with on the other servers that come over and pop in to say hello. It's all good. So yeah, so for this chicken run, you're basically just following the road. You can maybe take a little bit of a shortcut when you get right near the end. And I will show you can sort of cut across the fields instead of going around on the road. But yeah, and the nice thing about the North Downs chicken run, you won't see a lot of mobs that are right on the road unless you get right near the end where there may be spiders or wargs that are very close to the road. So there's a couple places when you go through the lone lands, there's a couple of places you will find mobs like on or very near the road that you have to actually go off the road to avoid. But usually you just take a little dodge on, off the road and then back on again. You don't have to do any major jaunts off road there. But there are a couple of places where you do have to get away from the mobs by getting off the road. But on this run, pretty much straight through. It's pretty basic, pretty easy to do. Not a lot of danger on this run until you get right to the very end. And there might be some critters that you have to stay away from, but I don't think any of them are stealth critters. I think it might be possible for stealth, but yeah, I don't think so. I'll use the paranoia just in case. I've heard talk of stealthy spiders there, but I don't know if the stealthy spiders in the North Downs are on the hill where the oryx calf is. So that's who we're going to see, the oryx calf. And where we're headed, see that big hill over there? Where the road goes down behind it to get to the elf settlement? That's where we're headed for. And we don't want to just cut straight across. There could be orcs and stuff because there's an orc encampment over that way. And that would not be good. We don't want to meet orcs. Not on this trip. So, and here I am forgetting to do the thing with the cooldown. Oh, I'm such a goof. I suck at that, don't I? I suck at multitasking, but that's me. It's a crispy thing that we suck at multitasking. So here we go. Now, we could head across this field, head towards the windmill, and head straight for the oryx calf. Oh, is this a res circle? Yeah, not dangerous here. We're okay. And now, so we pop our paranoia just in case. I'm not seeing any red dots there. Oh, there's one. We'll just go around that guy and weave our way through the red dots. And when I'm doing this, I'm looking at the red dots on the mini map and I'm pretty much ignoring everything else. So I'm not looking at where I'm going. There's a calf. Doesn't seem to be dangerous. Oh, there's another kind of mob. Let's get around him. Now, okay. Aha! Found him. Here is our destination right here. The Oryx Yearling. And we're like half an hour into the run. Boom. We did it. Finish now. There we go. So, you could always pause that, go back if you want to read the quest text. Or when you're doing the quest yourself, you can stop and read the text. But there we did it. That's how easy it is to do the North Downs Flying the Coop Chicken Run. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll say good night. And I'll be back here tomorrow night doing probably we'll be doing the Brie Run. And look forward to that. Look forward to seeing how many chickens show up for that. That should be fun. Anyway, have a good night, everyone. Happy questing. Let me just finish this one. North Downs. North Downs is done. And then look at that. Oh, that's the one we'll do.